Tuesday, January 7th, 2025. I hope all is well with you. I got up extra early this morning, went to the gym. I've been really digging that new Paleface Swiss album, Cursed, that came out earlier. I think it was Friday last week. I kind of agree that with what critics are saying, that the album feels rushed because there's not that many songs on it. It's not long enough, in my opinion, which is a good thing, right? To hear as an artist, you're told by listeners you want more of what you put on an album. You want more of somebody's product. I wish I could play some of the biggest songs from that album on the air for you, but like I said before, that band Paleface Swiss, they cuss in their songs like seventh graders who just learned all those naughty words, and if I were to do my absolute best to edit those out, it would completely ruin the song. I would say also you can get a hold of me over at 208-535-1015, but the phones have been down all day yesterday. Doesn't look like they're coming back today either, so I apologize. If you want to reach me for anything, you can email me, peaches@kbear.fm. You can reach me on Facebook at Brendan Peach. Make sure you spell Brendan correctly, BRENDEN, Peach on Facebook, or our social media pages at KBear101FM. Got some Smashing Pumpkins and more to continue Peach's Pit Party here in just a few. You ever think you're having a bad day, and then you see a story pop up online about someone in a situation much worse than yours, and you go, maybe it's not that bad. It's not so bad that my order was messed up today at lunch. You know? I don't know if you saw this in the news or not, but the childhood home of Malcolm and Angus Young, where they laid plans to form AC/DC back in 1973, it was demolished last month by a company which said it hadn't known the location's history. They just took the house right down. I don't know about you, but that makes me suspicious, you know? Like, sure, you didn't know. Because they were making their way for, I think, a multi-million-dollar complex or something like that. That house was so significant that it was added to the New South Wales National Trust's Register of Historic Houses back in 2013. Man, that was a mouthful. The developer who demolished it, they're now saying sorry online, but it's like, what's that going to do? It's not going to bring the house back, but at least they put out some sort of apology, right? But what I thought was kind of neat is that the company's general manager vowed to make amends by building a bar or cafe in that location using material salvaged from the rubble of the Young's house. I wonder if Angus even knows anything about this. I don't think that guy gets mad at all. He's one of those dudes that seems incredibly just chill all the time. And he's about to go on another AC/DC tour, so if anybody gets the chance to interview Angus in the near future, I'd love to hear his feedback about this. Man, that would be a dream to interview Angus Young, one of my all-time favorite artists ever. The Josh Tielor of Classy 97.
What's up? You called me in here. You said you needed to tell me something, show me something. What's up? What's going on? What's up?
I know every morning you talk about what national holidays we're celebrating
So
today.
we kind of backed off on that. We've been doing it for 2 years, and we kind of started off 2025 and went, it's the same thing that we've done for a long time. Let's mix it up.
I acknowledge it every once in a while, like National Emo Day we just celebrated not that long ago.
Sure.
Today, did you see what today is?
I didn't even look.
It's not national. It's World Pass Gas Day.
Oh.
If you want to fart, go to Victor's office.
Well, I walked in here and I felt like maybe it had been that day.
Dude, let me tell you. I've been meal prepping these high protein meals.
Good for you.
And you know how, like, when you eat a lot of protein, you start to, get gassy a little bit.
I think this is you, man. This is a you
thing. That's just me? Do I need to go to the doctor?
This is a Peaches thing.
Do I need to go to the GI doctor? Because they're telling people today.
You might go get yourself checked out at the gastroenterologist, yes.
GI doctors are saying that's a lot better to let it rip than to hold on to it. So maybe I'm doing something better for my health.
Shrek advice. Better out than in, I say.
By just sitting in the studio.
Come on.
At least they do it when nobody else is in here, right? It still stinks afterwards.
But then you go, hey, come down here and talk with me, and then I walk into it. So
I haven't done it today at all. It was all day yesterday.
Lies?
It wasn't today. I think Victor might have.
It was minutes ago, my friend.
Victor likes to accuse me of breaking this chair. I might just accuse him of farting up in this room just to get back at him, because I haven't broken this chair at all. He's just too short for the footrest, because it's all the way at the bottom when I use it. And then when he has to use the chair, his feet dangle. Like he's like he looks like Jack from The Incredibles in this seat here.
I see.
Yeah. But I just wanted to make sure you knew World Pass Gas Day.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you heard about our power rankings of of who Victor would fart in front of.
Oh.
And he did say he'd fart in front of Bill, Jade, and I think a whole lot of other people before you and Chantel, which was quite an honor.
I feel very accomplished.
I think the person he said he would not fart in front of is Andrea, and then Emma and Melissa, and then...
So in office, he felt like last on the list was Andrea?
Yeah, because imagine doing that to poor Andrea.
I don't do it to anybody, so...
But it's World Past Gas Day, you got to.
Yeah.
Got to go to Jade's office.
Hot Cheeks Peaches over here.
Hot Cheeks Peaches, all right? Let's see that post on Facebook. This is one of those cases where if I had money, I would. We're in the golden age of pizza oven technology, apparently. I was reading here about the current backyard Model P smart pizza oven designed to reach a scorching temperature of 850 degrees, bake a Neapolitan-style pizza in just 2 minutes. There we go. Imagine being born at any other time, but right now you're currently living in the golden age of pizza oven technology. It's also connected to an app because, everything needs to have an app, including our appliances. This app allows customers to customize their cooking time and temperature based on toppings and dough thickness. It's not all that expensive for an appliance either. It'll be hitting the market before summertime, priced at $600. A high roller like Victor, I feel like he would buy something like this. If I was rich, I totally would, that's for sure. And this right here is your Shot Clock Sports Update. The Washington Huskies finished out their season with a loss in the Sun Bowl on New Year's Eve, so their top players could declare for the draft or the transfer portal early. But linebacker Drew Fowler decided to officially declare he needs a post-college job. Fowler posted, "I'm officially declaring my job or declaring myself for the job market. In other words, I need a job. If you or anybody you know has an employment opportunity, I am your guy. Gritty, hardworking, sneaky, athletic, locker room guy. Will bring my lunch pail to work. My LinkedIn is updated, and I am open to work." Well, there you go. Nice. The NFL regular season's over, which means teams that have been eliminated from the playoffs are plotting next steps, which sometimes involve firing head coaches. Before the season was even over, the Jets fired Robert Saleh. I forget how you say that guy's last name. I apologize. Robert Saleh. The Saints fired Dennis Allen. The Bears fired Matt, Eberflus. The list grew when the Patriots fired Jared Mayo, and the Jaguars, they fired Doug Peterson. In a bit of a surprise, though, the New York Giants announced that they would not be firing their head coach, Brian Daboll, despite the Giants having a terrible, horrible, no good, very bad 3-win season. And now that the playoff brackets are set in pro football, it's time to check in with the bookmakers. Forget the bookmakers crap. No one's plus 350. No one wants to hear those numbers. Let's move on to something else. Alex Ovechkin seems to have recovered from his broken leg and is within striking distance of Wayne Gretzky's all-time record for goals scored. Amazingly, Ovechkin is on pace to get to goal number 894 in mid-March, which means he'd get to that total in fewer games than Gretzky. Gosh, I'm messing up my words today. Gretzky took to get to that total. It'll be must-see TV as Gretzky plans to travel with the Capitals once Ovechkin nears the once unthinkable goal. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. So last night I watched the first ever Monday Night Raw on Netflix. It was a little underwhelming, unfortunately. It wasn't as long as I thought it would be. There was frequent commercial breaks, which I expected, but there was a ton of them. Like every 5 minutes there was a new commercial break, and they were like, "We'll be back with more of the match." As the match was going on, you had to watch like 5 different ads, but the move to Netflix seems right. I mean, they've been on cable television for so many years, and everyone's now on Netflix or Max, whatever you use. But overall, it was an underwhelming show. I did notice that Hulk Hogan got booed, heavily booed, during his debut and Netflix's Monday Night Raw, which was pretty crazy. It was also incredibly sad to see John Cena announce his retirement tour, like he's kicking off his last ever year of wrestling before he's officially done with it. The reason why I'm sad about it is because, well, I grew up with that guy. I mean, that guy was in his prime back when I was a kid, and now he's on his last official year of wrestling. Isn't he in his 50s now? Let's see, John Cena age, 47. He's getting up there, and he certainly has the wear and tear on him too. You can see it, but I'm excited to see him for one last time, one last hoorah, that farewell tour. But Hulk Hogan, man, I feel like I would not make a public appearance after that whole shtick of him getting booed by everybody in the Intuit Dome in L.A. Pretty crazy. This could qualify also for What the Headline. I just wanted to talk about it here before that actual feature. There might be something even crazier for What the Headline later on tonight at 6 p.m., but there's a mystery going on. Where's my X-Files music? There it is. An ordinary street in Nottinghamshire, England, I'm assuming, with a name like that. Yeah, residents of Abbey Road and Windsor Avenue have been puzzled for more than a year as a plate of peeled bananas has been left at the junction of their streets. Nobody knows why this plate of just peeled bananas has been left at this street. No monkeys are showing up taking the fruit. The fruit shows up early in the morning on the second day of the month, meaning nobody has managed to catch the Joker in the act. You get innocent stuff like this over there. I was just looking at this thread on Twitter of this guy in Texas, and all he's doing is just slashing people's tires. That's it. He's walking around with a mask on his face, his hood up, has a full-on knife, and is just stabbing people's tires and ruining their cars. It's like, there's a huge difference between that and just leaving an innocent pile of fruit on the street. Nice little mystery. I wonder if they'll ever solve this. So it is another day without To Peach Their Own, only because I can't receive your calls. If you've been trying to call in, I deeply apologize. It's because our phones are down, not only on K-Bear, but all the channels in the building. So To Peach Their Own right now is online exclusive. And I posted the Facebook page. I posted the question on the Facebook page at K-Bear 101 FM. Saw this question, went, that's kind of interesting to ask. What's the title of the current chapter of your life? I did like Quint, midlife mosh pit. Kyle, I believe, just simply put his age. I think he put 33 in Roman numerals. He did. Bennett, chaos. The decline from Adam. Some of these, I feel like, if there's a really depressing answer, that person's going through something. You might want to reach out to them. I might reach out to them. If I see somebody going like depression or something like that, I might reach out and be like, hey, you doing okay? You doing okay? I've been titling my podcasts in a funny way. And if you look at them, like if you can find Peach's Pit Party on demand, and like the past 3 or 4 previous episodes, they all have really sad titles, like starting off the year with depression, so many issues all at once. And sure enough, Jade comes up to me today and goes, hey, are you doing okay? I'm looking at these episode titles here. Seems you're a little bit off, which I did thank him for asking me, because, you know, it doesn't hurt to ask anybody, hey, how you doing? You doing okay? You know, especially when you see something like that. I mostly just put those titles on there for, not clickbait, but to grab your attention. That just overall grabbing your attention. Like my friend Levi and I, when we took that Subway sign that was totally legal, we didn't steal it or anything. Just the guy didn't want it anymore, and we just so happened to take it. And I put on TikTok, we took the Subway sign. And sure enough, it got a lot of views because people were like, wait, what? Did they really just steal this Subway sign from the actual restaurant? No, we just gladly took it off of their hands. I'm shocked nobody has called me out for my spelling mistake on the concert calendar at riverbendmediagroup.com. Usually I'm the best speller, but for some reason, I think I fat-fingered it to where I put the P before the A in decapitated. So it looked all messed up. And so I've just fixed it. But if you haven't checked out that concert calendar at riverbendmediagroup.com, make sure to check it out if you want to go to any show that's coming to the area. I believe the first one on the calendar is next month, February 4th at the Pearl on Main. Victim is 156 Silence. And there's something else that day, too. I think it's Silverstein at the Complex in Salt Lake. I think. Don't quote me on that, please. Check out that concert calendar at riverbendmediagroup.com for any concerts that will be coming to the area. If you don't want to keep track, I'll keep track for you, because that's my job. It's actually a big part of my job. I make sure that thing is up to date. You know, earlier, Josh Tielor of Classy 97 was in here to talk about World Pass Gas Day, a real stinker of a day today. I did see today is also National Bobblehead Day, and I was thinking more so about bobbleheads. Do people collect those anymore? Because bobbleheads are awesome. I have about 3 or 4 of them, but I feel like the modern day bobblehead are just those Funko Pops, which I don't take out of the box. They just sit there on top of my bookshelf, and I didn't even buy them. They were just gifted to me. I feel like you always end up with a Funko Pop. Like everyone assumes like you would like this cartoony version of one of your favorite characters, and you just accept it and you put it on whatever shelf. My parents, I think, got me a few wrestling related ones back when I was a young kid, and then I shouldn't even say young kid. That was probably a couple years ago. They gave me a Ronda Rousey Funko Pop. Like I was, for some reason, wanting that. Which, I mean, I love gifts. I said thank you. But at the same time, I'm like, that's what I call a DC, a dust collector. You remember that conversation Victor and I had about the Tool fetus skull? Remember that? When they were selling that in the gift store for like $500. It was like $1,500 signed. Something crazy like that. But what are you going to do with that? It's going to sit there and collect dust. Hence why it's a DC, dust collector. every time I go on Facebook or Twitter, as a matter of fact, besides all the terrible stuff I'm seeing on Twitter, I do see the State of the Scene, the podcast, the State of the Scene podcast. They keep uploading these different images of different bands saying this band is due out for an album here this year. And Five Finger Death Punch, I think, will put out a new album this year. This year is looking mighty nice when it comes to new music. I'm hoping everything goes swimmingly. Please. That's just one normal year. One normal year. Electric Callboy is supposed to be releasing a song here soon. There's a few other artists Victor has mentioned to me that I don't think I can share on the air, unfortunately, but I'm excited to finally listen to those myself. Victor knows the heads up way more than me. He gets those emails and such, and I'm just told, hey, there's new stuff coming from so-and-so, and I go, oh, cool, sounds great. I'll listen to it when it comes out, just like everybody else. Sometimes I get a little sneak peek here and there, but what just happened? Why did the computer go off? Oh, I got a notification. Cool. Yeah. Thanks, Facebook, for interrupting my show. K-Barrel 101, I'm now diving deep into different subreddits, and sure enough, I found one called r/TVs Too High, and it's literally just pictures of TVs that you would think are too high up onto the wall. And I'm thinking, is there really a subreddit for everything and anything? You can find any niche community on Reddit, and sure enough, it'll be there. Is there, we have a K-Bear subreddit, don't we? I think Victor talked about that before. I think we do. I don't think we've used it ever, but it's just there. If people want to use it, go for it. But, I mean, we're on literally everything else. I mean, we have our own Discord. We have our Facebook pages, our Instagram, our Twitter, Blue Sky we're now on as well. YouTube. Victor just uploaded a short. I haven't checked it out yet. I think he tried messing with his cats once again. I feel like if he's either watching TV shows or movies with his lady, it's either that or he's just messing with Koopa and Lucy for the most part. And I don't know if you've seen that. I think it's about that brain rot cat, like the cat rot is what they're calling it, where it's the spinning cat. And it's an online trend where all these cats are watching the spinning cat on TV, like they're watching it intently. All their attention goes to it. I don't think Victor's cats cared at all. I did tell him to try doing the cat versus cucumber challenge, or even worse, put the tin foil on top of the counter, so when the cats go on the counter, they jump up real fast and run out of the room. It's always fun to mess with cats online. K-Bear 101, I've been messing around with ChatGPT, giving it different situations. I don't know, I've just been saying, hey, this is how I feel. Can you give me songs based off of that feeling? And sure enough, it's been giving me some pretty decent songs, and I've been testing it out with other genres and all that. It's pretty fun. I mean, ChatGPT AI is here to stay. Unfortunately, a lot of people, including myself, are against it. I think it's rather dumb that people are using it to take over other people's jobs. I have seen a lot of posts saying, why not have AI do our laundry and do tedious tasks instead of trying to replace, like, I don't know, maybe an artist or a radio DJ for that matter, you know, that type of thing. But I've been using the Chat GPT, I think I've been using the upgraded version of it just because I've been wanting to test it out, and it's been helping me get rid of some tedious tasks. Like, for the most part, when it comes to speaking, I think I'm pretty good at it. I'll make mistakes here and there, but I know how to talk to people. But when I decide to write an email to like a record rep or anybody else that's more so just a business email, my brain loses all function. It is awful. And so I'll use ChatGPT to sort of help me. Obviously, I won't use for the most part, what they put in, because some of it's cringe, but I like how they will proofread the email. I'll be like, hey, can you proofread this? And it'll tighten up my email for me, make me seem like I'm smart. AI helping me out. And who knows, maybe the other person's using AI and we're just using bots to chat back and forth with each other. I do like the headline for this one. DU ironic. A motorist in Canada called the police to report a drunk driver, but he ended up being the one busted for a DUI. Cops in Vancouver say they received a call about a possible drunk driver pulled over on the side of the road. When they arrived at the scene, they found that another motorist had intervened and was preventing the suspected drunk from driving away, but officers noticed that the other motorist was showing signs of being impaired, so they conducted the alcohol screening test, which he ended up failing. He was arrested and prohibited from driving for 90 days. He also had his car impounded. It makes me laugh every time I see that video online of what was that whole video about? I think it was because the recent laws, it was back when they implemented the law that you can't drink and drive anymore, and they started interviewing people down in the South. It's one of the funniest videos ever, because there was one girl saying, I can't drink beer while driving. First seatbelts, now this. pretty soon will be a communist country. It's a pretty funny video. You should definitely look it up on YouTube. There's a mystery afoot in the K-Bear studio, or at least the music library. I could have sworn, now I don't know if I'm having a Mandela effect with this or what's going on, but I think I could have sworn I played Silverstein's Confession on the air before. I played it for It's So New. And so I went to go play it just as my own personal request, since the phones are not working and listeners can't call in at 208-535-1015 and actually request a song, but you can still hit us up on Facebook or use the mic icon within the K-Bear 101 app. But I was wanting to hear that song, so I was going to put it on the air, but it's not in the system. And I went, I could have sworn I've added that song before. Unless I'm tripping. Unless I'm big time tripping, which I am 100% sure I played it on the air. And I've noticed it's not only that song, too. It's been some other songs. There's been some other songs that have mysteriously disappeared, and I wonder if somebody's deleting them or if the system's deleting them. I need to know what's going on. I guess I'll try to figure that out tomorrow since nobody else is here. And, I'll be wrapping up my show here in just a few. Earlier today, had the maintenance guy show up to try to see what the problem was. My washer. The washer's been leaking water. It's been annoying every single time I wash a load of clothes that I walk into the bathroom. There's a puddle of water on the floor. Luckily, it hasn't gone into the apartment. It just sits there on the floor. You know, there's not too much water coming out, but we found out there's a blockage in the drainage pipe. So I guess we'll have to get that fixed. But the whole time, actually, no, right as I let the guy in and he saw the washer and dryer, because in my bathroom, the washer and dryer are connected and they're on top of each other. And he saw on the bottom there that they're sitting on two 2x4s. They're sitting on two planks of wood, and he goes, dude, what in the world is that? And I'm like, dude, your guess is as good as mine. I have no idea as to why my bathroom is so ghetto. I talk about this all the time. No matter how many times I clean that bathroom, it still doesn't look good. It doesn't look good at all. It has that old pillow yellow, that landlord special in there. You know what I'm talking about? It's a disgusting shade of yellow. I feel horrible even using it. I feel grossed out. I feel like I'm at one of those venues, those hardcore venues where the bathroom's just disgusting. And I'm like, okay, just this once I'll use it. But I try my best to keep it clean. I mean, I do keep it cleaner than most, but it just doesn't look good, if you know what I mean. If I could going back to the whole rich guy thing, if I could buy the entire building, I would make everybody's rent absolutely free in my building, and I would completely just revamp the bathroom. I mean, paint the walls black, do something with that bathroom. It's gross. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoy the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.